Jeffries. Is your caucus united against this funding bill?
House Democrats are strongly opposed to this partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of the American people. We've said from the very beginning that we want to find a bipartisan path forward, that of course we want to reopen the government, but that we need to decisively address the Republican health care crisis, and that begins with extending the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Republicans saw fit on July 3rd to race back into town so they can enact the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, rip food from the mouths of hungry children, seniors, and veterans, and they did all of this so that they can enact massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors, and they made those tax breaks permanent. Democrats have introduced an amendment last night before the Rules Committee that would extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits for 3 years to provide working class Americans with the certainty that they deserve. Republicans rejected it because they have zero interest in lowering the high cost of living for the American people, and Republicans have zero interest in addressing the health care crisis that they've created. Democrats will strongly oppose this legislation on the House floor.
Leader Jeffries, will you put a discharge petition on the floor for those ACA extension?
Yes.
Why 3 years? Why not one or something?
Affordable Care Act tax credits were extended by 3 years in the Inflation Reduction Act. The legislation that we will introduce in the context of a discharge petition will provide that level of certainty to working class Americans who are on the verge of seeing their premiums, copays, and deductibles skyrocket, in some cases experiencing increases of $1,000 or $2,000 per year. This is unsustainable, unacceptable, and it's un-American.
Is the discharge petition negotiable, given that some Republicans would be willing to vote for ACA extension, just maybe not in the exact way that it's being proposed now?
The Republicans have zero credibility on this issue. These are folks, these Republicans, who have tried to repeal the Affordable Care Act more than 70 different times in the last 15 years. There's no evidence that they're serious about extending the Affordable Care Act tax credits. As a matter of fact, they were given a very reasonable proposal by Leader Schumer, a 1-year extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits and a bipartisan commission to address the broken health care system moving forward. And they rejected it because Republicans have zero interest in fixing the health care crisis that they've created. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.